Madhvilata Mataji, are you there?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Aham jalam dadatu mama janani mama bhaginyaha vadati.
Dadatu mama janani mama bhaginyaha
Vadati.
Okay. Mataji, Madhvi Mataji, aham means what?
I.
Ha. So if we translate this, this becomes I, jalam dadatu, give water, and you're ordering. My mother, what does bhaginyaha mean?
Sister. Sisters.
Yeah, says. So this doesn't quite make sense, right? It says, I give water, my mother, my sisters, my mother says my sisters, or my mother, my sisters says. Okay. Okay, let's go to the previous. Mama Janani, my mother. Okay. Agrajayai. What does Agrajayai mean?
Elder sister.
Yeah, older sister. But then when we look at the chart,
2 months.
You can't see it.
So for actually, this would be more appropriate if we actually said for the use of or for the sake of. So let us, okay, let's go back and use our questions on this statement. Okay, because there is a say, vadati, there is a verb, correct? The moment you see a verb, what are you supposed to do? Ask the questions. Okay, so let's go and ask our questions first. So what's your first question? Doing. Who's doing?
What are I doing? Oh, who's doing? Asking.
Who is asking? Who's doing?
My mother.
My mother.
Oh, yeah.
Mother. Mama. Jan. Now remember, this is going to be Prathama Vibhakti. Right? The answer to this is always Prathama Vibhakti. Very good. Second question is going to be?
What is she doing?
Yeah. She doing. So she is
Asking.
or saying. She says,
Vadati.
right? So what is that?
Vadati.
Vadati. Very good. Third.
What is she saying?
What is she saying? Yeah. So what is she saying?
Give me water, dadatu.
Ha. So, do you realize there is a second verb over there? Give. Right? So this sentence basically has two verbs. There is a give and there is a says. So this is a nested verb. It's sitting inside the first one, inside the first sentence. So let's solve this separately. So what is she saying? She is saying, give me water. How do we solve that? give me water.
Dadatu.
Again, we start. Wow, that's loud. Again, we ask the same questions, okay? Who is doing? Give me water. Who is doing?
You.
Sister.
You, very good. Okay, and it's implied, right?
Mm.
Okay, so Bhavati, because she's telling my sister.
Mm.
Okay, what's the second question?
What is she doing?
What's she doing? So what is she doing?
Giving.
Giving, very good. So giving is what?
Dadatu.
Da, dadatu. You, Bhavati, dadatu. Okay, give. Then third one, third question. What is she
What is she
giving?
doing?
Yeah. What is she giving? Answer to that is
Water, jalam.
water, jalam. Okay, and this is in Dvitiya. Right? Now, what is that? Give me water. So remember, when there is giving, you know, all your antennas are going up. So give to whom? Correct? To whom? To whom?
Me.
To
Me.
me. To me will be
Mahyam.
very good. Mahyam. Or we can say Mama Krite. Right? So Mahyam. Mahyam is our Chaturthi Vibhakti. Down, Vrinda. Mahyam. To whom? Mahyam. So now we've got this nested bit. Okay. So what is she saying? She is saying Mahyam Jalam Dadatu. Why? Because we go 1, 4, 3, 2. Remember? Yeah. So the Bhavati is implied. Bhavati Mahyam Jalam Dadatu. Okay. So who is saying that? Mama Janani. What is she doing? She's saying Mama Janani Vadati. Mahyam Jalam Dadatu. Okay. Now there is the question of to whom is she saying?
Sister.
To me. Oh, yes.
Okay, so we have to whom is she saying? Now remember, she's not giving, she's saying.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, you can give something for someone's use, but you can't say something, right? So to whom is she saying? My,
Sister.
this becomes Dvitiya Vibhakti. Mama Bhaginim Vadati.
So my sister is in Dvitiya Vibhakti
Yes.
because she's saying it to my sister.
Say to my sister. Yes.
Somehow I was thinking it was meant to be in Chaturthi. I wonder why I was thinking that.
Yes, because it can get a little confusing there because we say to, give to. But all the other verbs, when you do it to some object, the object of all the other verbs is expressed in Dvitiya. It's only when it is give, dadatu or dadati, dadami, etc., that it becomes Chaturthi.
Okay.
So now put all this together. So now again 1, 4, 3, 2. So what does it become? Mama Janani Mama Bhaginim Here you can actually, okay. Bhaginim vadati mahyam jalam dadatu. And then what happens? Iti.
Iti.
Because of the quotes.
Mm. Mm. So can we see this correct sentence in comparison to what we did?
Yes, so I'll just put that up there. Mama Janani. Now Agraja becomes older sister.
Mm.
So we don't know whether my sister is my older sister or my younger sister or my twin. So Mama Bhaginim. Bhagini, sister.
Okay, so sister Bhagini is any sister, could be any older,
That's
younger.
right. That's right. Mama Janani, Mama Bhaginim Vadati. So here we had Mama Janani Agrajayai, which was Chaturthi. But now we know that it needs to be Dvitiya, Vadati. So if it was Agraja, it would have been Agrajam Vadati. Mama Krite or Mahyam Jalam Dadatu Iti. So Vrinda had it right, almost right, except for the Agrajayai. Great job. Is this clear?
Yes, it's clear when you explain it. But then a few seconds later, I start to think, oh, have I really gotten it? You know?
Okay, so one way of remembering it is only when dadati, give, dadati, dadatu, etc. is floating around, Chaturthi comes into play. Okay, for the other verbs, Chaturthi is not going to be applicable. Okay.
Okay.
Only Dadatu.
Yeah. Although, let's go on. Obeisances to Krishna. Madhvi Mataji, go.
Krishnaya Namaha.
Very good. Krishnaya Namaha. Has everyone got that?
Well, I had Krishnaya Namo Namaha.
Oh, nice.
Namaha.
Okay. Vrinda and Prahlad, you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Krishnaya Namaha. Very nice. Okay. It is Krishna's birthday tomorrow. Who wants to do that? Vrinda, Prahlad. Prahlad, go.
कृष्णस्य जन्मदिनं श्वः अस्ति.
Very good. Krishnasya Janmadinam Shvaha Asti. Very, very well done. Excellent. Krishnasya Janmadinam Shvaha Asti. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah?
I just heard Swaha Krishnasya Janmadinam.
Sorry?
I just heard Shwaha Krishnasya Janmadinam.
Huh. That's Shvaha Krishnasya Janmadinam Asti. Or Shvaha Krishnasya Janmadinam. That's also perfectly fine.
Without the asti.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. I give him a present for his birthday. Okay.
I'm not going to volunteer this one.
Who wants to try? Vrinda, Prahlad, have you got this? Give it a try.
अहं तस्य जन्मदिनं तस्मै उपायनं ददामि.
Tasmai.
उपायनं ददामि.
Okay.
Okay, well, I heard aham tasya krite danam dadami.
Tasya krite danam.
But I was very uncertain about it.
Okay. Okay. So what you have here, Madhavi Mataji, what have you got?
अहं तस्याः जन्मदिनम् उपाहारं ददामि.
Aham tasyaha
जन्मदिनं
janmadinam
उपाहारं ददामि.
upaharam dadami. Okay. Okay. Everybody got the I correct. Aham. Great job. Aham, I give. Aham dadami. That much is perfect. Okay. Huh. Next. I give to whom?
To him.
To him. Right? So, aham tasya krite is correct. Tasmai is correct. Okay. Tasyaha means hers. Yeah. So,
Oh no, yeah.
yeah.
I just said it wrong.
Tasya, yeah, his.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
if you had said tasya, his. Okay. Okay. Aham tasya janmadinam. Tasya janmadinam. His birthday is what we've got there. Because janmadinam is prathama vibhakti here in this sentence. Okay. Here, the janmadinam hasn't appeared at all. So, aham tasya krite danam dadami is, danam would be charity. So you are looking at either upaharam or puraskaram or something like that, Mataji.
Okay.
But otherwise, this much is correct. Aham tasya krite danam dadami, which means I give him a present. So you got this much right.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
And Brinda and Prahlad have also got that much right. Aham tasmai upayanam dadami. That much is correct. For his birthday. Okay. His birthday. Tasya janmadinam. Right? His birthday is Tasya janmadinam. Correct? His birthday.
Yes.
Tasya janmadinam.
What
His
vibhakti did you say Janmadinam is in?
prathama. In this particular sentence right now. Okay, but it's not correct. His birthday. Okay, so basically what we have said is his birthday is Tasya janmadinam.
Mm.
Okay, but we want to say for his birthday.
Mm.
For the use of
Mm. Mm.
okay, so tasya janmadinaya
Mm. Okay.
or tasya janmadinasya krite. Okay, so how is this different from what was that? Mama bhaginim vadati. because here there is vadati. Vadati is a different verb altogether. Here we've got only one verb, give. Okay, so I give him, what do I give him? A present. For what? For his birthday. For what reason? For the reason of. Kimartham? Janmadinartham. We can say it in another way as well, but we haven't done that yet. So, tasya janmadinaya or janmadinasya krite. Does that make sense?
Yes.
A little confusing, but the whole idea is when there are two different verbs, then the dati goes with chaturthi and the other verb goes with dvitiya. And in this, it's only the dati. So you're giving him a present for what reason? So for the use of, for what? Or for whom?
For his birthday.
Actually, for his birthday also answers another question, which is why? Which is kim artham? And we haven't done that question yet. So the answer to that question would be for his birthday. Kimartham tasya janmadinartham. Okay, so that would be another way of putting it, and probably a more elegant way of putting it. But we haven't done that yet, so we'll do that later. But for his birthday, tasya janmadinasya krite athva tasya janmadinaya. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Everyone? Yeah? Okay. So we'll stop here. I think I've confused you all enough.
What is the answer to that question, Mataji?
Sorry?
How do you put the whole sentence then?
So you could say aham tasya janmadinaya. Actually, this first sentence is actually quite all right. Tasya janmadinaya tasmai upayanam dadami. Tasmai upaharam dadami. Or puraskaram. Okay.
That's definitely made another impression, another deepening of the samskar.
Okay. So we'll stop here today. For your homework, again, just go through the chart, get yourself really familiar with it. And next week, what we'll do is we'll look at the chart. We'll look at Chaturthi Vibhakti as well as we'll try and understand the use of Tvam in the chart. Okay, so we'll look at a new form of the chart and try and understand that.
Okay. Sometimes I've seen in the Gita, I can't think of a shloka, but tvam and tvam are both in the same.
That's right. So tvam is dvitiya. Tvam is prathama.
Okay.
So, like I said, we will not at this stage get into using tvam in prathama. We will continue to use bhavan and bhavati. Because otherwise we'll have to learn a whole new set of tables, which we don't want to do at this stage. So instead, we'll continue using bhavan and bhavati. But from dvitiya onwards, we can definitely use tvam.
From which onwards?
Dvitiya vibhakti onwards. So we'll look at it next week. Don't worry about it.
So, but I just don't quite understand what you mean from Dvitiya Vibhakti onwards. What do you mean by that?
So what I mean is we will not be using tvam in prathama, but the form of tvam in dvitiya onwards, dvitiya, tritiya, and so on, we will learn to use that.
Okay.
Because that works exactly like bhavan and bhavati. But tvam does not work like bhavan and bhavati in prathama. That's the problem. Okay. So once you learn that, it makes life very exciting, because all of a sudden there are so many words from the Bhagavad Gita that start to pop, because words like tasmai and tasmai is actually tvam. So, in Chaturthi. And
Okay, awesome.
Tubhyam, Devaya Tubhyam Namah. So, Tubhyam. Then Tvaya. Twayi me Vishaya. Twayi. Twayi me Nanya Vishaya. Kunti Maharani's prayers. So, yeah, there are so many words that will just suddenly, all of a sudden, Tava Kara Kamala Vare, Tava. Otherwise, we have learned Bhavataha, right? Your. But Tava means yours. Your lotus hands. So we learn all that.
And then there's one shloka that goes, Tavaivasmi. Na jivami tvaya vina, I think.
Tvaya vina, yeah. Tvaivasmi, yes. Yeah, so all that will come up.
Awesome. Exciting.
So have a wonderful Janmashtami tomorrow. I know it's terrible being locked down.
Yes.
But
so how is everybody observing it in Auckland?
The temple has, they are broadcasting it, what they're doing in the temple, but then of course no one can go there. Are you singing, Brinda?
No.
No, can't, nah?
Yeah.
I know. It's a shame. So, yeah. So we'll either be watching on Zoom. Does anybody have a Zoom link for tomorrow's events? Tomorrow and day afters? Because the poster said Zoom, but
they'll probably post it tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
Because they said for Mangala Aarti.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm wondering where. So anyway, we'll figure it out.
Okay, so we'll see you next week.
Yes. We'll catch up on Monday next week.
Right.
Namo Namaha.
Mataji.
No.
Hare
Have a
Krishna.
wonderful Janmashtami and Prabhupada's appearance day.
Yeah, you too.
Beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
बहुत धन्यवाद.
Hare Krishna. Bahubahudha dhanyawadaha. Shubharatrihi.
शुभ रात्रि. Hare Krishna.